What a week we had this past Sunday at the table. We dedicated Sam Thomas. We baptized Zarin Butler. Christine Duke got engaged to our brand new youth pastor who's coming in a couple of weeks, Mark Smith. And on top of all of that, Pastor Christy preached a great message continuing our series in Faith in the Jungle. This is the gist. This week, Daniel is facing a similar situation that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego faced last week. Daniel is faced with this decision. Am I going to remain faithful to my God, even though it may mean that I am thrown into a lion's den of all things? And ultimately, Daniel chooses to remain faithful, and he is in fact thrown into a lion's den. But it isn't just Daniel's faithfulness that remains, it is also God's. She pointed out to us that the greatest test of our faith is not the crisis itself. It is our consistency facing that crisis. She encouraged us that when we face these crises, when we face these lion's dens of life, to continue to pray, to continue to serve others, to continue to trust others, to continue to do these things that keep us faithful and in right relationship with God. She pointed out that Daniel didn't face the lion's den because it was safe. He faced it because he knew that God was faithful. When we walk with God, our lion's dens have to answer to the faithfulness of God. We can face every lion's den knowing that God is going to be faithful to protect us. No matter what the trial, no matter what the sickness, we can face even death itself, knowing that God gives us the hope of eternity. One of the things that stuck with me about Pastor Christy's sermon is she said at the very end, she said, build your faithfulness before you actually need it. What I heard from that is don't relegate God to some sort of emergency kit that you pull out only when you need him in emergencies. No, maintain the relationship that you need with God so that when the time comes, you're not in a panic. You're not completely lost trying to figure out what you're going to do next. No, maintain your relationship with God through whether rain or sunshine. And I'll leave you with this final thought that is the thought that the question Christy left us with Sunday. Would people know that I'm a Christian if my words were gone and the only thing left were my actions? That's a question that's worth pondering today. That's the gist.